last week we had our baby shower and everything turned out great. All of my food and display trays worked out perfectly. Everything was really beautiful. Everyone had a great time. So today I just want to backtrack and show you how I made this big beautiful balloon garland to go with my jungle theme display. Just in case you wanted to make a display to go in your home or for any event, and how to make it any shape you want. I'll show you how I made mine coming up next. So I decided to set up most of my jungle animals on top of the mantle to leave room at the bottom of the fireplace for gifts. So I added foliage, some palms around the animals to make it look more jungle-like. And I also have this neon sign that says Baby Daniel right in the center to light up the room. By the way, I did make these animals myself by printing them out and putting them on foam board, but you can see how I made this in my last video. All the foliage and the neon sign I ordered from Temu. So on the left side, I'll have room for gifts, and on the right side, I wanted to have a big balloon garland that goes from the floor near the back of the lion up and around the baby tiger and then above the Baby Daniel sign, and to stop at the edge of the wing of the bird. So this will be like a custom half arc, and I think I need about 10 feet. So also from Temu, I found this balloon set. This had the theme colors that I wanted, and it also would help tie into the room where I have the fireplace. So this came with a set of 132 pieces, 12 inch, 10 inch, and 5 inch, and it has some really big ones also. So I got 2 sets of these so that I could have enough for the fireplace and also have some to go around the rest of the house to decorate. So when you're ordering balloons, make sure you get good quality balloons. Look at the reviews, because they will start popping on you or deflating if they're not a good strong quality. So to blow up my balloons, I'm using an electric balloon pump, and this is really helpful. So you want to get one of these. This one has 2 settings. You can set it to blow constantly or switch it so that it only blows when you push down on the pump. So I'm going to blow up the balloon in clusters of 6. To start, for each color, I'm using 2 5-inch and 4 10-inch balloons. And I can blow these up 2 at a time. I'm taking 2 of the 10-inch balloons and I'm blowing them up like medium size. And I'm going to round these out by letting the air out the top. I'm just going to push down so that the neck is no longer there and give it a more rounder look. Then I'm going to tie these 2 balloons together. I'm going to set that aside and blow up the next 2 balloons. Tie those 2 together. Then I'll twist the 2 sets around each other like this. Now I'm going to blow up my last 2 little ones. Tie them together and then twist those around one of the big balloons in the 4 groups so that it looks like this, and this is one of my clusters. Now if you have a fat arc, you might want to do a couple of clusters of the same color, but my arc is going to be pretty thin, so I'm just going to do 1 cluster of each color and then start again back from the original color. So normally you might want to blow up all your clusters first, but I'm going to start showing you how to tie these balloons together to make your arc. Now you can tie these together in a couple of different ways. The end of the balloon, you can go in and grab the very tip of the balloon and pull it out. It's really stretchy. So you'll take one end from one cluster and grab another end from the other cluster and pull those out as far as you can and tie the two together. So try to pull that back so you could see what that looks like. And that's how you can connect the balloons together. Now another way to do this, which will make it a little bit easier, is to use these long skinny balloons. It's called 260Q, and you can use this to tie a couple of groups together actually, because this is really long and stretchy. So what I'm going to do with this one, and I'm sorry this is out of focus right now, but I'm grabbing one of the end of the neck of the balloon and I'm tying the 260Q balloon onto that. I'm tying the end part of the balloon onto the end part of the white cluster, and I'm going to grab the end, one of the necks of the gold cluster, and tie that onto the 260Q. And I'm going to make sure I tie that pretty close to the white cluster so that I have a lot of that 260Q balloon left, and I could use that for my next cluster. So this is what the tie off looks like, and I'm going to take the end of that 260Q and move it all the way up to the top of this gold cluster, and I could use this to tie my next cluster onto these pieces. Now another thing I want to show you is these kits come with a lot of small balloons, and they have a lot so that you can use as fillers. It also comes with a row of round sticky tabs, and this is so that you can tape the balloons together. So they're just little double-sided round pieces of tape, and I never use these because they don't really work. Most of the time the balloon will come off, but you use it, you stick it on the balloon, and you can stick the fillers onto those. But instead of doing that, I've been twisting the small balloon clusters onto the other balloons or using rubber bands. I saw this on someone else's channel, and I'll leave a link to that. But it's an easier way to add little balloon fillers or any other balloons if you get yourself a pack of long stretchy rubber bands like this, long enough so that you can stretch around the balloon. I just tie it to a set of small balloons, twist it around, and then I insert it over one of the larger balloons, and that holds it on pretty well without using those sticky tabs. So anyway, I usually use this at the end when I am, after I've put everything together and I can see where I need the fillers, and I also add larger balloons at the end. Okay, so this is what my balloon garland looks like after I blew up all my clusters and tied them all together. As you can see at the top, I have mostly smaller balloons because I want it to taper off at the top. At the bottom, it gets bigger, and I have some large balloons at the very bottom at the base. And after I put this up, I'll see where I need to add large and small balloons and fill in some of those little cracks with filler balloons. But let's go ahead and try to position this on the fireplace around the animals and the position where I want it. So to attach the balloons to the wall, I'm using these command strip hooks. These have an adhesive backing that won't damage your wall because you can just pull a tab off when you finish with it, and it holds pretty strong. So I'm placing these on the desk, on the fireplace, and up on the wall around the animals, above the sign, just everywhere where I want the balloons to travel. And to the hooks, I'm going to tie very tightly my 260Q long balloons so that I can attach those to my balloon garland. And you want to attach that to one of the necks of the balloons or either around one of the clusters. And it's in areas like this, after I put it up, where I could see there's a hole, I could see the long balloons tied. I can fill that in with some small balloons. Now I think that's just perfect. It starts from the bottom, large, and it flows around. It looks like the macaw bird is traveling with a trail of balloons. The animals are just tucked behind the balloons. So I think this will be perfect. And there's plenty of room on the other side for lots of gifts. So, like I mentioned, everything turned out great. My son and daughter-in-law got everything they needed for the new baby, and everyone loved the animal display with the balloon garland. Everything was just perfect. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Want more detailed instructions on some of these projects? On my Etsy store, for just a few dollars, you can get instant digital downloads of full-color step-by-step instructions with templates for some of your favorite projects. And check out my Amazon page, where you can pick up my Book of Elegant Home Crafts, Volume 1, with all your favorite projects together in one big, beautiful, colored step-by-step instruction book. You can also get separate e-project booklets and full-color printed project booklets, all on my Amazon page. You'll also see all my favorite crafting tools and supplies seen on this show, and you can add them all to your cart for the one-click, fast, and easy shopping delivery convenience of Amazon. On social media, follow me at Your House of Home and Your House of Home TV. Like, share, subscribe, and your support is so appreciated.